rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. At the 29-yard line. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Locke to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there at 22. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd down and 8. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And now the kick is away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And I think the ball's out. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Lock now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Locke. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretch it right there, turned it into a really nice game. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Wilson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Block now to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. On play action, Locke. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Broncos 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw it is Locke. This pass caught by Hamler. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Locke again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This time Wilson will throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning it, here's Spencer. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Locke going to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Locke, a 10-yard touchdown run. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Just like that. Just like that. Check 45. Come on.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
Benson Mayowa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch.
Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on first down. Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This is Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
14,
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, It's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
45. Mike, 45. I'm here all day.
They run the counter. It's Carson down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Gets this to Fant, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties.